Hey everyone, I'm in the garden this evening working on transitioning my garden fully out of spring and into summer. So, what I'm going to be doing today is taking out these peas that have totally dried out. I planted these at the end of March and it's now the beginning of July. I have actually already sown a lot of yard long beans because that's a really logical transition for me with the small space I have. This trellis is some really great vertical real estate, so I always want to have some vine crop growing on it. So part of the reason that I am doing this today and not waiting is I've been waiting for these pods to dry on the vine, and conventional wisdom says wait until you can shake them like a rattle, but that really hasn't happened this year. You can see where a lot of these pea pods have either been torn open by something or have just naturally busted open and released their peas to the ground. So this might have already self-sown my fall planting of peas, but we will see. But we're going to take these plants the rest of the way out and see what we get. Part of why I left this up is these peas give just a little bit of shade during the day when it's brutally hot. So that was my logic on this. Part of why I want to save the peas and use them to sow next year's crop is because I planted 4 total packets of peas at the beginning of the season. And while seeds are not overly expensive, it's still one of those things of if I can be self-sufficient with this and grow this for free, then I don't see why I wouldn't. Plus the satisfaction of being able to say that I grew my own food and I was able to save the seeds from this and be able to continue the cycle. So last year I actually did this as well. Uh, and I planted the peas and they did sprout, but I did not care for the peas, and so they did not survive. So I just found this seed pod, and you can see how at the bottom it broke open, and that's where the seeds are falling out. So you see all the others that are dried and cracked and already breaking open, but this one still had its seed in it. Kind of cool. So this is the trellis after I have removed all of the peas. So this was my second planting of beans, and you see that I've already removed quite a few of them. This whole row was fully covered, and now I just have a handful of plants. But I did this again to give these are pink-eyed cowpeas, give them just a little bit of extra shade and space. And to let my sweet potatoes that I planted at the beginning of the year and my garlic, which is getting close to being ready to harvest, give them just a little bit more sun, but also give them a little bit more protection than otherwise. Is the final product. I'm super excited, my survival garden seeds. It's a little packet of seeds that came with my seed saver kit from Walmart, and I'm super excited to be commissioning my very first packet. I'm not going to put them in the packet today. I'm going to leave them in here to dry. So it's been about a week, and here are the much more dried peas. Some of them are still drying out a little bit, but I want to do something fun. This right here is the original seed packet that that grew these seeds, and it says right here 10 grams. The other seed packet that I planted in a different part of the garden was 8.4 grams. So how many pea seeds did I get from this exercise? That is 41 grams. So I got four times the weight of a commercial seed packet out of saving these seeds. So I count that as a success. Thank you for coming with me for this harvest seed saving tutorial. And hopefully, you'll like and subscribe and be with me in the spring when I see how well these grow. So, take care.